Dame Barbara Windsor, who starred in shows such as EastEnders and Carry On, is taking medication for the degenerative brain disease, according to her spouse Scott Mitchell. Scott, who has been married to Barbara for 18 years, said she broke down in tears when the doctor told her the sad news. He said, "When the doctor told us, she began crying, then held it back, stretched her hand out to me and mouthed, 'I'm so sorry.' I squeezed her hand back and said, 'Don't worry, we'll be okay.'" Scott said he wanted to go public with Barbara's diagnosis to support families going through a similar situation. He said, "I hope speaking out will help other families dealing with loved ones who have this cruel disease. Secondly, I want the public to know because they are naturally very drawn to Barbara and she loves talking to them. So rather than me living in fear she might get confused or upset, they'll know that if her behavior seems strange, it's due to Alzheimer's and accept it for what it is." Scott, 55, told The Sun he could not hide Barbara's condition as it has slowly progressed since her 80th birthday last August. He explained, "I can't protect her any longer. I'm doing this interview, and I would like to make clear that I'm not being paid for it, and it's the only one I'll be doing, because I know that rumors are circulating in show business circles." When the doctor told us, she began crying. Scott Mitchell, and, since her 80th birthday last August, a definite continual confusion has set in, so it's becoming a lot more difficult for us to hide. I didn't want someone else to dictate how or when the diagnosis came out, so that's why I'm speaking about it now, he added. During the interview, Scott said he thought Barbara was ashamed of her condition and asked if the public knew about her diagnosis. "Unfortunately, I notice she feels a kind of shame about it," he explained. "There's a vulnerability there and I keep telling her, 'No one will think you're silly for having this.' I explained that if someone has cancer, no one looks at them and thinks how ridiculous." Since Barbara's husband broke the news of his wife's disease, Piers Morgan has penned an emotional message to Barbara Windsor. "We sympathize and it's the same with this." Alongside a picture of him with Barbara from her time on his show Life Stories, he wrote, "Sending my love and support to the fabulous Dame Barbara Windsor. She and Scott going public about it like this is a typically gutsy decision by one of the gutsiest lass I know. One of my favorite people. Alzheimer's is a horrible thing. We're all rooting for you, Babs." Lorraine Kelly has also written a touching message to the EastEnders veteran. In view of her 111,000 followers, she wrote, "Such sad news about Barbara Windsor, a funny, kind, generous, big-hearted woman. Alzheimer's is a very cruel disease. I hope she knows how much she is loved." Thoughts. With her husband Scott, Barbara appeared in several Carry On films in the 60s and 70s and played the infamous Peggy Mitchell in EastEnders. The actress started her career in theatre at the age of 13 and later went on to work opposite Vanessa Redgrave in the West End production The Threepenny Opera. In 2016 Barbara was appointed Dame Commander of the Order of the Empire for her services to charity and entertainment. She has been married 3 times and tied the knot with current husband, Scott. In 2000, UK has contacted a representative for Dame Barbara Windsor for comment. Co-Express. Jeremy Hughes, Chief Executive Officer at Alzheimer's Society, says, "We were saddened to hear that Barbara Windsor has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, but we applaud her husband Scott's decision to speak out about her condition. Stigma around dementia still exists, and many people are facing it in the shadows. Babs, a true cultural icon, is much loved, and speaking out about her experiences will no doubt shine as a beacon for others wanting to live well with dementia. We are here to support people like Barbara and want to reach everyone with a dementia concern or diagnosis. We would urge anyone concerned about dementia, or supporting a loved one with the condition, to contact us. Anyone who would like more information, or is worried about dementia, should look up alzheimers.org.uk or call our helpline on 0300 222 1122.